know what? Let Petey bring us into You're on the List now.
Yeah?
He's a man. Look at the face.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, what is the list before we get started?
We're doing
What-
top 10 reality stars. It's right up
I
your
love
alley.
it.
I'll do it. All right, guys. Welcome to You're on the List. It's Brett Ernst with my boy Carlos and Petey G. Buddy.
What up, everybody? Yo.
First off, for the grandma list, Whit came in strong. And there was a couple people that brought up the trays. How did we forget the
man.
folding trays for the top 10 things at a grandma's house?
We were doing the grandma's list, and I got off, at the end of the episode, and then Whitney gave me a look because she was overhearing the final list, and she was just disappointed in me. She was like, "Where?" She was just like, "Where were TV trays? TV trays and fudgesicles."
And fudgesicles were strong
yeah.
too. But the folding trays, I don't know about your house, that used to act as the makeshift kiddie table.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because,
yeah.
you always had the kiddie table. All the grown-ups were at the big table, and then they would throw that kiddie table to the side. And if you had a lot of cousins, I was like 35 at the kiddie table.
Yeah.
You had to wait. You had to wait to move up.
Yeah, the family's so big. It's like, there's like 45-year-old divorcees at the kiddie table, and you're like, I lived life. I deserve to be over there. It's like, no, there's 170 cousins. There's too many people here.
And that's a great sign, by the way. When you're at 40 at the kiddie table, that means all the older people in your family are still alive. Because that's the only way you moved up. That's the only way you moved up. If there was an open slot.
Take out a couple. Yeah. That's why most people don't realize. That's why most mob hits were made. It's really just to clear room for the adult table.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that. Yeah.
Is Pete coming in clear with you, Nikki?
Yeah, he's coming in clear. Just a little bit of choppiness.
Yeah, there's a little choppiness in here.
I'm chopped up.
I'll say
Not
this,
in a butcher way.
not as bad as Carlos's goatee. What is going on with this?
Damn,
Look
you
at it.
set that up.
No, but look, I did it because I wanted to match these guys. Look at these clean faces on there. Go ahead, put it back up there, Nick. 3 of them. Look at that.
Yeah.
Boom. We're all fucking look at and look at Ernst stepping outside his comfort zone in a green shirt now.
That was St. Patrick's.
Yeah,
I was going to say, St. Patrick's, thank you.
What?
Yesterday.
That was yesterday.
I know, but still.
No, I didn't have anything clean. By the way, you need to change your little guy now, your little Peanuts character.
I know. Well, I'm gonna let it grow back out. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, please do. You kind of look like a jerk off.
Dude, look at this shit right here. Oh fuck,
Yeah.
I'm
what
totally
the
different.
fuck is
Who
that?
are you?
Wow.
You don't even look Mexican.
No, I got it. Well, it's because I don't have no sun on me right now, man. I'm just
Yeah.
always staying inside the
None of us
house.
do.
Fuck
Pete's
Yeah.
been in a bed for like Howard
Yeah.
Hughes. So we were deciding on. I can't get over Carlos.
Again, I'm Charlie from right now. This is Charlie Rodriguez.
Is that your real name?
Charlie is Carlos in English.
No, but Carlos is your real name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But in English is Charlie, Charles, Chuck is you can fucking all the names.
What was your name? I took Spanish class. My name was Benito. I don't know if isn't that Benny?
Yeah.
Yeah, Benito's Benjamin. Well, yeah, Ben. Benito. You know what mine is, dude?
What was yours?
It's easy.
Oh wait, I
Pedro.
got it. Pedro.
Pedro, yeah, Pedro.
Yeah.
You look like you could be a Pedro.
What was yours, Carlos?
Oh, I didn't even go to Spanish class. I was already gone.
Mexican Americans like to go to night school and take Spanish and get a B. All right, so let's get into the list.
Yes.
Any more? We had fudgesicles, trays. Was there any more suggestion from the peanut gallery, Nikki? As far as
Yeah, let me
or
take
did we air that one yet?
We have no. That's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Oh, so
But yeah.
tomorrow all right. So tomorrow, anyways,
Yeah, we're like
well, we're screwing with the timeline here because we have a birthday, right? Whose birthday is it?
Dan Lautner?
Oh,
Boom.
Dan. So happy birthday!
Dan
Even though it'll probably be
I call
8
him
weeks.
Dan Laffner. That's
Wow, that's real creative, Peter.
that's what we always called him. We always called him Dan Laffner.
Well, happy birthday, even though it'll be 12 weeks from when this airs.
it'll be his next birthday. He'll be a week away from his.
And
Yeah,
think,
Dan, I didn't know Dan's birthday was on 9/11. That's so crazy.
oh my
I didn't
God.
know he shared that birthday.
Right? Where is Dan from? Do we know? We don't know where Dan's from, huh?
I
He's
could
a
do a Google.
Midwest.
From
I
Nah,
think.
we don't. It's fine. Happy birthday.
Yeah, let's dog
Fine, happy birthday.
sign.
Montana.
Oh, Montana.
Montana.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Because I know Gauchi's from Australia,
Okay.
and then and Frigian's what from
Obviously from Jersey.
Jersey, and then all those other guys, Steamboat Willie.
And does
buy
the
it,
hot
too.
sauce. He does the hot sauce.
All right, so we're going to get into top 10 reality stars. Now, I was thinking, here's the criteria. I mean, we always have criteria, right?
Oh, okay.
Is it the most impactful reality stars? Is it the ones that are our favorites? Is it the ones that are actually real, like that bring something to the table?
I thought ones that made an impact, I guess you could say. Or what about also too? Is it reality television show or just reality star, like all of a sudden out of nowhere?
Yeah, well, I would say reality. What do you say, Pete? What say you?
Hey, I just got a new link. Did you just send that to me, Carlos? Should I just hit that?
No,
No,
I didn't,
you sound good.
I didn't send you any link. No,
You're back. You're good.
You're good.
Okay. I just got a it
Like,
says
do
a new link.
podcasters?
that's a scam.
Podcasters count?
Um,
No, we're talking reality shows.
okay.
Let's just stick with reality shows. Not
No, dude, yeah, podcasters don't count, dude.
No.
This should be
Reality
whether
television
it's
show,
a
right?
host of a show, whether it's a contestant on a reality show, whether it's
Okay.
a Real Housewife. I just feel like they should all be mangled in there together.
Yeah,
We just-
yeah.
And we just sort it out.
Okay, because I have a question on one. Because one I had was Bad Baby, but she was on Dr. Phil, but that doesn't count as a reality television
No.
show.
You mean Bad
Well,
Barbie?
Bad Barbie, or Bad Barbie, Bad Baby, Bad Barbie.
I have no idea.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the Catch Me Outside girl,
Yeah, Catch Me
right?
Catch Me
Outside.
Outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Off
See,
the
that-
list. Terrible. That's
Yeah,
no.
Okay.
I'm talking. She's just not good enough for the list. That's all I'm saying. Like
So the reality
a
TV stars.
I'm saying fucking like I'm talking the heavy hitters, man.
Come
The
from a
people
TV
that
show.
have- the people that have Omarosa on Celebrity
Yes.
Apprentice, icons of reality TV.
I don't even know who that is.
That's one.
of the
That's one I
chicks-
got
One
too.
of the chicks from whoever the Italian chick from Real Housewives of
Teresa.
you know what I mean? Teresa.
You're
welcome.
right. None of these
those-
made my list.
Well, dude, I'm down.
She
to
flipped the
talk,
table.
Whatever. You know.
All right,
yeah,
so-
she kicked that flip the table. Lisa Vanderpump.
All right, so let's
There
you go.
let's start then. Let's start.
Okay.
And I here's one that's up for debate. There hasn't been a bigger impact in reality television, but at the same time, no one still knows what they do, and that's got to be the Kardashians.
Oh yeah, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Just the family in itself. I mean, and the shit that they spawned from
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner to now Caitlyn Jenner to.
And becoming like a cancer on society as well.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
saying like,
You know what I mean?
but
Like,
if
they've
we're
done it
going,
all.
if we're going with the biggest impact and probably because they're billionaires from absolutely doing nothing, I guess. Because I remember when Barbara Walters interviewed him and said, what do you guys do? And nobody had an answer.
Everyone's like,
But they're
Yeah.
huge. I mean, you can't get bigger. I think they're probably the biggest, right?
Yeah, they're big.
They're one of the-
Yeah, that would have to. They're the top of reality TV. I don't think anyone got richer from reality TV than them. So definitely, they got to be near the top of the list of what this is. You know what I mean? They've won reality TV. You know what I mean? They've won capitalism as well.
Right. So there's nobody bigger. So they're definitely on the list.
okay.
It's because you think about it too. It's like in reality, I think Stalin was worse than Hitler, but Hitler is like the number one worst
Yeah.
person of all time. I don't know if that's a bad analogy.
That was
the
a terrible-
Kardashians.
I stopped listening for like a half a second, and it was like, "Oh, we're already at Hitler." I was like, "What? Wait, what happened?"
So
crazy.
the Kardashians are the Michael Jordan. Then is that a better analogy than
Ew.
Hitler?
Yeah,
Well, because I'm
that might
trying
be
to.
better. The Kardashians weren't like mass exterminating people, so that
Alright,
there's a difference.
But
there.
they're not dunking from the free throw line either. So
Right.
we're just talking about impact and brand.
But they would bang guys that would dunk from the. free
There
throw
you
line.
go.
So
There you go. So
That's closer.
that's a great call. All right, so the Kardashians are definitely on the list. Who you got, Carlos?
I'm gonna go since you just mentioned like impact and we talked about Omarosa, but I'm gonna go with Trump from The Apprentice.
Well, here's where I'm gonna. Here's where we have to go criteria.
Okay.
Trump didn't get his fame from reality. He got a reality show because
Bro,
he was already famous.
But he wasn't.
That's you're straddling a line right there, because he was not. He was famous because he was just around for so long, and he wasn't it was a mix of taking whatever fame he had and then kind of presenting him as like this business genius, which he really wasn't, never really was. But that's what that was. It was a mix between his fame that existed, and then molding him into this character.
Are you guys too young? That Trump was the brand.
But he was just real estate,
Trump
like,
was-
right?
dude,
It's just real
Trump
estate.
Bro, if you grew up in New Jersey, New York, and Brett, dude, Trump was kind of like he was always the brand of Trump, but he was like a laughing
Kim
stock.
Kardashians just did it. They did the same exact thing. They're
No,
just
they
around.
did not. They
Kim
did not.
They're just around. They don't act. They don't sing. They don't do nothing. All they do is they're around.
Okay, but what I'm saying is Trump was huge. He was huge not as big in the 70s. It was the 80s that he became.
Yes.
I mean, he was already famous
He's in
almost
Page
25
Six.
years.
Yeah.
Before he had a reality show.
And
So he's not a reality star.
Well, same thing with the Rich Kardashians. They were in Page Six and in pornos and all this other stuff before they got to a TV show.
Yeah, but
then they got a TV show and they jumped off.
But the porn is part of that.
Because all she was doing was hanging around Paris Hilton, and that was her. Kim Kardashian was Paris Hilton's assistant before she was anybody.
Stylist.
Or stylist. Whatever.
I know the story behind this, by the way, firsthand. And so does Pete.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So she was from what we heard from like 1 degree away. She was dating the guy Nick Lachey. Was it Nick? Nick Lachey?
Nick.
That was Jessica Simpson
No, but after he got divorced, he went on a date with her.
with
And-
Kim.
Yeah, and she called the paparazzi when they were leaving a movie theater, and then that's what blew her up, as if this was the one.
No, dude. What blew her up is, and I was friends with, and I knew Paris at the time. She was hanging out with Paris. Would take her to, in that time of
No,
Vegas, in like. I'm
Look
telling
it
you,
up,
bro,
Nikki. Look it up.
04,
Don't look it
05.
up, no, because we're gonna be sitting here waiting for people to look things
No,
up.
no, no,
We'll just
because-
go here like this, no fact check.
Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead, Pete.
What I'm saying is, she would go to appearances.
She was in their
with
circle,
Paris Hilton.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And that's
No. No.
And she.
What a
And then
very
the sex tape, and then Ray J.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Why did Ernst give you? He said Pete will even contest this, and then he went to Pete, and Pete started telling him. He goes, "No, that's wrong."
because the same person that we're both friends with. But from what I heard, she was already in that circle. There was
Yeah.
like 10 girls that were always going out. You'd see them at
Just
Hyde.
going out and
Right.
being in the scene.
Right.
And
It was all.
Trump was just going out
No,
and being in
man,
the scene.
Trump was a bit. Trump
Trump
had a fucking 2 casinos.
because
in,
he was a real estate guy. He just made a big Gus about him being a real estate guy, and I have the best things. I have the best stuff. I have the
no,
best
man,
things.
that's
Trump
later.
has
That's
gotta
30
be-
years later, bro.
I know, but Trump has got to be on this list, dude. He is the reality star that became a fucking president, dude. He's got to be on the list.
He wasn't a reality star. This is why
Bro,
the
what do
criteria.
you think Apprentice was, dude?
He got The
Mark-
Apprentice because he was Trump. That would be
No.
like if they gave Michael Jordan a goddamn reality show, and then you're going, "Oh, I only know him from that show, so that's how he got his fame."
That's a whole
What I'm
bunch of
saying
people
is
doing.
Mark Burnett hooked up Trump. Like, Trump wasn't like wheeling and dealing and killing it in the business world, dude. But
Yes, he
after-
was. In
No, he was
1990.
not,
Hold
bro.
on. In 1990, when he filed bankruptcy.
We're talking
okay?
about the early 2000s. Trump was not crushing it in any degree of what
You
we
guys
know
are
of
nuts.
the
Look,
money
What
he has now.
okay, then why the fuck was he on Oprah Winfrey then? In the 80s? Why was he being interviewed?
Because he was a
No,
business.
why?
He was,
Why? Because he was on The Apprentice?
No,
Was
'cause
Oprah a
he
reality TV show?
brand. He was a
That's
brand.
yeah.
Is
Bro,
Oprah?
he used to call the Page Six and pretend to be a publicist, and you know he worked all of that. Liz Adams, that whole fucking New York Post gossip column and all that. He was a reality star. He
all right, so now then we got to go with Coco Chanel then. Okay, if we're gonna do Trump, we got to go with because you got to understand this is not reality show.
Trump won Emmys for a reality show that he hosted. Like, how is that not a reality star?
No, he got that because he was already famous. That's part of the criteria. So in other words, Kim Kardashian wasn't a household name until the Kardashians. Donald Trump was in fucking Source magazines. He was a brand. I'm not saying how he got the brand, but he was a brand before The Apprentice.
So you're saying, right, I got you. So you're saying, but
You can't have a brand before.
I think that's I think most of the people on the list are going to be people that were discovered or brought to us through reality television.
Okay, Trump was not brought to us by reality television.
I know. What I'm saying is, but you can't take away from someone that may have credits beforehand and not count them. And I just don't think that's right.
No,
like
it's
one of the
right.
people,
it's
one
right.
of the people that I think that are on that should be on this list. One of my favorite reality personalities is Gordon Ramsay. Right, I love Gordon Ramsay.
Right,
Gordon Ramsay was a known chef.
I have him on my
before he
list
got
too.
on television.
Then he can't be on it because by your criteria.
No.
By your criteria, he can't be on it because he's already had he already made his name.
You're missing the point.
You said you just placed somebody that was already a personality and a celebrity and fame and put him in there, and then they're excommunicado.
Guys, did you ever read Art of the Deal?
So that means we can't put RuPaul in there because RuPaul has his own reality TV show.
No, RuPaul wouldn't count because he had a song.
Yeah, you're right.
And he was famous as a musician, and he had a #1 hit, and then they gave him a reality show.
Same thing with Gordon Ramsay. He was a famous chef, and he had all his things, and now he's and then they gave him a reality show.
No.
The same criteria falls under your thing right there.
Okay,
also,
let me ask you this.
Who else is there?
Let me ask you this.
Tyra Banks. She can't be a reality TV star.
It's simple.
Oh, go ahead.
It's simple. No, she can't qualify.
She can't qualify. Of course,
right.
yes.
Heidi Klum, Project Runway, great show.
Doesn't count.
I love that show.
Doesn't count because she was a top 5 supermodel and then got a reality show and lived on.
Right.
The question is, Donald Trump was a household name before he got The Apprentice. What's his name? Gordon Ramsay was not. Okay, we learned about Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay was accomplished at usually 9 out of 10, like Judge Judy. Judge Judy was a judge on a circuit court, but she wasn't a pop celebrity and a household name until she got the show.
And Judge Judy don't count because she's not the originator. It's Judge Wapner.
Well, Judge Judy was Judge Judy.
Judge Judy's got to be on the list, right? Isn't that?
Nah, Judge Wapner. No, Judge Wapner. Judge Judy don't go on there.
People's Court.
Yeah,
but she wasn't on People's Court. She had Judge Judy.
She stole the idea and ripped it off. I don't fuck with people like that.
Night Court was a great show. Wait. How about this? You just narrow down the criteria a little bit further. Like, let's just say that these are the top 10 reality TV stars with the biggest pop culture impact. Or maybe they jumped off because of their reality TV status.
Right. Now, Donald Trump still doesn't qualify. Because Donald Trump was in every goddamn rap song in the 90s.
Right,
I'm the Donald Trump
off the list. I
okay.
mean, it's like we're
and Heidi Klum.
I don't want to talk about Trump anymore.
Heidi Klum can't count.
Then if Heidi Klum can't do it,
RuPaul,
dude, Nikki, what's the dude's name? The guy who was in Project Runway.
Where, Michael Kors?
No,
Christian
no,
Miano?
not Michael Kors. No, he was like the mentor, the white hair
Tom
guy.
Gunn.
Tim Gunn.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
It's a great show.
Make it work. Make it work, Brett.
Yeah, the old show was really
We're opening up a whole new demographic.
Oh my gosh. You guys are funny.
Yeah.
So Gordon Ramsay couldn't be on there?
No, Gordon Ramsay can be on there.
Gordon Ramsay should be on this list.
Yeah,
100%.
because we're not saying that you didn't have accomplishments. Trump was already
and he really, Gordon Ramsay. You got to think too. Forget Trump. We're over Trump.
Right, because he was a pop culture star in the 80s.
Right. I think we got that. But the cool thing about Gordon Ramsay was before he came here, he was a star in the UK. But it was off of reality. He had Kitchen Nightmares and all that stuff.
Right.
There was so much footage of him yelling at kitchen staff and whatever it was. He built that up in the UK, and by the time he made it to the US, he was just, he was unstoppable. And then also he had Michelin star restaurants too. So it's not like
he was a legit chef, but he gained notoriety. I mean, look, a lot of these are going to have brands due to that.
Is there anyone else in the food sector that you think would qualify?
Bobby Flay.
It should be honorable mentions. Bobby Flay. Yeah, that's a good one. Bobby Flay.
Oh, there was that other guy too.
Wait, I have a question. Look up Kim Kardashian, Nick Lachey.
Oh shit! Do not, Nikki. Don't.
No. Just do it.
We're gonna be waiting here for people to. It's boring as fuck on podcasts, and when you listen to it, it's terrible.
It's not boring.
It's people are just waiting for us to get the answer, and she's just fucking searching
the internet.
Just
look it up.
Don't look it up, Nikki.
No, don't listen to him.
Listen,
he looks like an
I don't like
If he had
when
his
dad
goatee,
said
he could
No,
listen to it.
because once you do it once, you're gonna do it 5 or 6 times in one episode. We're gonna be just sitting here fucking watching you. We've done that podcast before. We don't need to do
Okay.
that shit again.
Okay,
So
I'm just gonna
look,
stick
all
to
right,
the list.
go to
No, hold on,
Kardashians.
hold on.
Pete.
Fuck
Go here.
that.
Go. No, fuck you. Fuck that. Pete, go.
People want to know. People want to know.
People are in their car. They're gonna fucking YouTube in a minute. They got that all the time. Go ahead, Pete. You go to yours.
He did. He did Gordon Ramsay.
No, he did Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. You.
I'm still confused. I want to find out about this. Just look it up.
You're allowed one lookup
No,
per
I'm allowed
episode.
as many fucking lookups
Don't look
as
it
I
up.
want.
Don't,
And
Nikki.
so does
He's
Carlos,
gonna,
and
no.
so does Pete.
He's gonna make you do it all.
Stop. Just look it up.
This
Nikki.
motherfucker
I'm
does.
gonna go to the next one while she's looking.
He
it
does
up.
it in conversation, and I can't fucking stand it too.
Well, I don't care then.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna do it even more. now.
Don't.
I don't even know what you want to know.
Just say Nick Lachey, Kim Kardashian movies.
Fucking
when that
Nikki,
happens.
I'm telling you.
Dude, stop.
I'm
We're
fucking
gonna move
telling
on, and it adds to it.
No,
Don't
this
worry
guy
about
will
it.
fucking do it 7 or 8 times.
You're right. That's why we have a Yodel family that's been craving for fucking 20.
No, they
10
like when they
years.
get the answers when Pete was looking on the live. We can't do it live yet because they like being interactive.
Okay, but we'll get to it.
They don't want to hear you click clacking fucking looking
do it
shit up,
live.
googling shit.
All right, so I said you got Gordon Ramsay, I got Kardashians. Who did you have? We shit your
You guys shit my Trump out.
Yeah, we shit your Trump.
And I'm not even you know what, fucking I am a Trump guy.
So go ahead, bro. Say what you want.
My
Wouldn't
next guy.
that be funny? It's like if you weren't a Trump guy, but then that one time that you weren't allowed to put him on this list, you're like, you know what? I see where the guy's coming from. Actually, that's what did it.
For
Like,
real.
oh, you know what? Actually, he's great. Fuck that. But yeah, he's great.
So who do you have?
The next one, Theo Vaughn
No, that's a podcast. Well, I mean,
No,
he
he's
was
a-
on
he was
Road
on-
Rules.
and Road Rules and all
All
that
right,
shit.
this is.
We are all.
I mean,
This is a great list. This is a great controversial.
What you're
Oh my God.
naming is the most famous people
That come from reality.
that had a reality show. He came from reality, but he wasn't a household name because he was on Road Rules.
Yeah, I know. And then
there
he
was
became.
15 years of him.
Then he became one.
So
now-
then let's go Joe Rogan because of Fear Factor.
But he was already somebody. He was already an actor before Fear Factor. He already had news radio and he had sports.
Oh God,
sport-
this whole thing. So you think people?
You just got done telling me that if someone has a career prior to them getting on reality, then they
we're
can't
talking
qualify.
about impactful and household name. Theo became a household name because of his podcast. We had already said, do podcasters count?
But he started on a reality television show. If
No,
he
you're
was
just trying to be obscure.
if he didn't get on the reality television show, then he wouldn't have gotten anything else.
So then Christina Pazynski, because she
There
was
we
on
go.
the same show.
Okay,
Who
there
is
we go.
that?
That's a shit. It's a comedian.
I'm so sorry.
She's a comedian. She's also
Dude, do you know how many comics were on reality? I was on a reality show and didn't do anything for my career.
Yeah, and that's why you're not on this list.
I
I was on a
hosted the
reality
Bad Girls Club, the game show.
Did you?
No,
The
yeah.
Bad Girls
Now
Club.
let's say, no, for real.
I got starstruck. He's done hella other shit, but I was like, what for real?
So
awesome.
let's say now, 20 years from now, I'm a sitcom star, and somebody's like, "Oh, Bad Girls Club." That's not how people
Yeah,
would know me.
That's how your
20
fans.
years, I'd be 80.
There's that whole guy that was on Bad Girls Club.
Oh no.
Well, that's almost like Jeremy Renner.
20 years from now, I'll be 85. And they're like, that guy, that old guy on the reality show was on the Bad Girls Club.
So that means we can't say the Miz either. Is that
Guys,
us?
there is such a list. All right,
that's
look,
us,
we
huh?
have Caesar Milan. You have Judge Judy. You have Simon Cowell. Okay, these were people. Now, Simon was a movie record producer, but he was famous because of the damn American Idol. Theo Vaughn was on a reality show, but he's famous because of his podcast.
But
So what's the criteria here?
I wouldn't say Simon Cowell. I would say Kelly Clarkson. Because
Imagine I blow up at 80.
fuck.
Bro, that is so funny, man. Like the idea that like in 20 years.
I'm finally a household name at 80, and Carlos is 70, and he's. I know what he did there.
And I.
Oh
right.
my god.
Because I just want to get the criteria right.
Oh.
I think the fighting is actually the star of the show.
No, it's not. People don't want to hear that, Nikki.
No, people want to hear that.
Sorry,
They just
sorry.
wanna
They don't wanna hear that.
They don't want to hear someone looking up Google shit all fucking podcast.
Well, they're looking up while we're talking, and I'm right. I thought, and I can't.
I don't even know what you
Hey,
were talking about.
He wants you to look up some shit 5 conversations ago, which we already fucking moved past.
Just that they went on a date.
No. That's when she became known. They're like, "Who's this girl with Nick Lachey?"
Oh.
And then she also released the video after that, and that just fueled everything. Her getting clipped by Ray J, whatever his name was.
That was it.
You know the gossip. Don't try to play the gossip. I like how you try to. I don't know, but I'm not too sure.
No, it was Ray J.
No, it was Ray J. Yeah.
Okay, well, I fuck names up, and I'm about to fuck one up now.
Yeah.
Because I have somebody, I don't remember her name.
Who is it?
It's Margot, the chick that went to jail.
Oh, why does that sound familiar? Margot.
And she was with Snoop Dogg.
Is that
Martha
a reality
Stewart?
show?
Martha Stewart.
Margot.
I thought it was just someone you knew, like Margot. Yeah, no.
Margot Kidder.
Margot Kidder was fucking blew up.
My face
And she
hurts
couldn't
from
handle
laughing
fame. She
so
went
hard.
crazy.
Martha Stewart is should be discussed. I mean, she became a brand icon. She had like a major, deal with Target or whoever it was to sell products and stuff. She became like I don't know if she's a
How did
billionaire,
she
but she became
become?
close.
How did she become known? Did she have a show? Or was-
I think it was. I mean, I don't know if it was cooking shows, but I just remember that she was
Yeah.
the lady that moms would get their little,
was like-
how
was
to
like a
fold
Rachel-
a napkin.
Yeah, it was like a
properly
Rachel Ray of decorating your
Right.
home type of thing, as opposed to
Yeah.
cooking. It
Rachel
was-
Ray is
yeah.
another good one.
Rachel Ray. I'm trying to think.
That's why I said I got Ray J right though.
Again.
Ray J. I mean, there's there's one person from the Jersey Shore should be on this list.
Pauly D,
yeah.
because I have him down.
That's a
Oh,
great one.
shit.
Pauly D.
Yeah, Pauly should be on the list. And then what about, I remember, and you guys probably don't know this, but I never watched Survivor, but I know that the first winner is Richard Hatch.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I know
He
that.
went-
Maybe I did watch the first season.
Because he also went to
that's the
prison.
only- Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he didn't pay the taxes on the money that he won, and he ended up having to go to prison a couple years
sucks.
later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Well,
makes
see now,
sense.
okay. I don't think Richard Hatch should be on it. I don't
No.
make him iconic. I don't know if Pauly D is iconic, but
Pauly D, someone from that. I mean, that took the
All right,
world by storm.
Here's a question: back in the day when I saw Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, I was like,
Yes.
Christina's not going to make it. I had no idea.
The longevity that she was doing.
I had no idea. I didn't know Britney would fall off the map.
that hard.
With the Jersey Shore, I saw the situation, and I saw Pauly D. I knew the situation would fizzle out, even though he was my favorite. I love that he called his abs a situation. He was phenomenal. But I'm like, I don't know if he'd last. Pauly, on the other hand, because I've noticed that with these reality stars, if they have a legit talent or trade, right? Then they last. Other than the Kardashians, I can't think of, like, Gordon Ramsay is a legit chef, but he became uber famous from his reality show, right? Simon Cowell, same thing.
Yeah.
Pauly D, just because he DJ'd, he's making 7 figures
This
a year
dude's
out
got
here.
a residency over here,
And he's killing it. But when you watch the show, you can see why people like that kid.
he has a charisma. He has the Riz.
I think he's the only real Italian on there. Him and Vinny, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else wasn't actually Italian.
Vinny's,
Oh wait, was the situation?
Fake Italians.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I think
Yeah,
I think Pauly D should be on the list.
Yeah. I
Represent
love the
these
situation
Italians.
though. When he
Situation's great.
when he lifted, he goes, "My nickname's a situation." And they go, "Why?" And he lifted his shirt. And he had abs. He goes, "Because we got a situation going on."
The one-liners from that show are golden.
God,
Yeah.
I love that show.
dude, walking on that on that boardwalk when you guys took me, man, I was like, oh, this is crazy because it's the show is the exact same thing of the representation of like just sitting right there
yeah.
running around.
That's Pete's stomping grounds.
yeah.
That's Pete's backyard.
Boardwalk, baby. Seaside Heights. So real quick, just on the parameters here, people that got famous from a reality show, that should be the focus of it, okay? Right? That's what we're doing?
Yeah, not famous
Yeah.
and got a reality show. People that became household names from reality shows.
Right.
Okay,
What
well-
about, so does Paris Hilton make the list? Because of her one with Nicole Richie.
Yeah, well, see that that's another one, right? That's a tough one.
Yeah, because she's already a socialite.
She was already on. I don't. That's what I mean. We don't even know. Let's give it credibility, other than the Kardashians, okay? Because they're the Seinfeld of reality shows. They're the biggest reality show I think of all time, right?
Yeah.
Let's just stick to that from the reality show, because you can get a reality show from being a pop celebrity,
Flash in the pan.
Right.
Yeah, but like Cesar
Andy
Millan.
Bonaducci.
No, but see,
That's hella fun.
No, I'm just saying. I was
Pete,
using that as an
come on.
example of a piece of shit that was given a reality show.
but he wasn't a piece of shit. He
Lindsay
just had a
Lohan's
drug
dad.
problem.
Yeah. They're all great people.
I mean, he did. He turned his life around. He was on the Partridge Family. Got abused as a child in the business.
What about Puck? That was a dude from the real world. Remember
The
him?
first or the
Yeah.
San Francisco one, huh?
Now, see,
Yeah.
I would say Eric Nies out of that one, out of the real world.
Grind. Oh yeah,
because he ended up getting
New
a
York.
show and he became famous from that.
Yeah.
And he had but I don't think he's bigger than Cesar Millan.
So is Cesar Millan on this list? Is
I put him on there. I mean, we could kick him off.
Is Cesar Milan to do with the dogs?
Yeah, the dog.
Okay, yeah.
So what makes him a reality star? Because he does a show about dogs and talks to the camera and
Well,
like-
he became famous from a reality show, even though,
Right.
because you got to remember too, this is before the internet. A lot of these, and they became household names and brands.
Dude, remember when Cesar Millan first hit? It was like everybody.
Dude, it was crazy.
It was like
The dog
crazy.
whisperer.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it really was like that was crazy that a
And he was
dog
just
trainer could just sweep the nation. I mean, nothing must have been happening during that time.
But it was funny because,
Yes.
from what they were saying, is that he wasn't even a dog trainer. He was just some Mexican fool walking around the neighborhood with like 30 dogs all trained. I'm like, I've seen that before. That's nothing new to me. And then they gave him a show. But in LA, that's what they're handing out reality shows. I know 6 bums right now that fucking can train rats and pigeons.
No, but he's legit, man. I was watching him, believe it or not, today.
Oh, yeah?
That's what spurred this. I was watching this clip where he saved a Rottweiler, and the way he analyzes dog behavior.
Oh, yeah.
And he's calling it out before it happens, and then he goes to his compound with like 30 dogs, and he's got the pack. He just sits in the middle of them, and they all just rest around him, and he's like, I'm showing love here. Because the girl that he brought on, what a beautiful little girl. She was 16, worked at an animal shelter, was trying to save this dog. Then when she saw the dog for the first time, her first instinct was to run up and pet him because he's running around her. And he's like, no, don't do that. I want you to sit here. And you could see it. She was trying everything in her power not to pet the dog. And he's like, this. And then they all lay down. And they're like, right now they're all feeling all of the love. Mm-hmm. But the way he was explaining it all made sense. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And then the list came up. Then I was like, what about reality stars? Because when you look at season 4, he was holding up auditions at Petco, is it?
This motherfucker was, he was taking
That sounds right.
And there was like 800 people showed up to get on the show.
like, help my dog.
And
help
it was
us.
like, it just became a phenomenon. And
Yeah.
but like I would say like Pawn Stars, right, was a
yeah.
groundbreaking show. But Rick
Harrison.
Yeah, but then you got Chumley, and then the son. That show in itself is huge, but like, did each individual one
jump off somewhere.
be like a Gordon Ramsay or a or a Cesar Millan or a Judge Judy?
There's a difference between like watching a TV show in a hospital waiting room or something versus like people that you would actually like. When you think of Pawn Stars or anything really on the History Channel, American Pickers or whatever, that's sort of like background shows. But someone like Gordon Ramsay is like a primetime reality star. That's the real deal.
It's the real deal. Now, where does other than Margot Stugatz, whatever,
Martha Stewart.
where does somebody like Dr. Phil fall?
I don't know.
Because
God,
because he was a guest on Oprah. Because if we're going to include talk shows, right?
I don't know if you could do. I mean, including talk shows.
Because Oprah is bigger than reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
I don't
Dr.
think you can
Phil
bring-
But Dr. Phil got a reality show from being a guest on there, which apparently she owned a piece of
Right.
for a while because they had a falling out.
Oh, they did. I didn't know.
But you
that.
don't look at Dr. Phil as a reality star. You look
But
at
I
him
do,
as a
though.
TV show host.
I that's what I'm saying. Like that, he's in a gray area, don't you think?
Well, listen, then if you're going to open that door, Ricky Lake. I think she's famous.
Yay.
Maury Povich. Maury Povich fucking took the nation.
Pete's my new favorite.
But what I'm saying is,
Richard Bay.
Well, what about New York from
Oh, from Love Hip Hop or Hip Hop and Love or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck? I Love New York. or
I
some
Love New
shit.
York
Yeah.
was the spinoff of
all right,
what's his
getting
face
back
show?
to the Trump thing, Flavor
shit.
Flav.
Yeah.
That would be like somebody trying to sell us Flavor Flav as a reality star. When you're like, dude, he was in Public Enemy.
But he was in entertainment already. Like he was
That's what I'm saying.
But Trump wasn't in entertainment. He was just a businessman who just fucking just very, very loud in front of every camera he came across, which is reality.
But again, Simon Cowell has to fall on this list
Oh no.
because he produced and I think he owned American Idol, and everybody knew him from American Idol. Mm-hmm. But he was a big producer for.
And he left to go to X
or Talent Scout
or
right?
the X Factor.
Yeah.
Would you
And
put
he's known for the mean judge and all that character that he built up over years of doing it. So yeah, I can see that.
Which became later with The Apprentice. They all started to have the brutally honest. Like it became a formula on every other knockoff of American Idol.
Right.
We got to put Simon on.
Yeah, I agree.
What about
Put
Mark
Simon
Cuban
Cowell
then?
on the list.
Simon.
Oh, Mark Cuban. Oh, no, not Mark Cuban because he was already. But then he was a businessman though too. Sure. But he was a big personality. On
What
the
about Kelly
Shark-
Clarkson?
Shout out to the Shark Tank though. Shout out
Yeah.
to the Shark Tank. The
The
good
Shark
folks
Tank
over
goes.
there at Shark Tank. Yeah.
Well,
that's
what
a good
about
show.
the other guys from the Shark Tank or girls or what about
Well, the
them?
Mr. Wonderful is the Simon Cowell is the. They always have that because of Simon.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I would say
I went one time to a taping, and it was very, very cool to see. Those judges really don't, I was a guest at Damon John, and they don't see anything. Like they literally, it really is like the show. They don't have no one gives them a heads up. Whether no producer is in their ear being like, "Hey, this might be a good one, just so you know," or "This one's kind of a joke," or there's no. I think it's part of their contract to actually accept the pitch completely.
No matter
They
what,
go in
blind.
completely no, they
shit.
no,
He's in outer space.
anything.
What about Caitlyn Jenner? Is that still Kardashians?
Yeah,
That's
still,
still a
Kardashian.
Kardashian.
Yeah, but I was thinking about Jennifer Hudson.
imagine really quick. Imagine if one of the greatest, most decorated Olympic athletes of all time, and he's known. Somebody's going, "Well, he's the guy from the Kardashians." That's
Dude,
now
so-
a girl.
all those 2-a-days for nothing.
Jennifer Hudson's a good one, dude.
Yeah, because she, she won, and then she became an Oscar winner, and then she also became a television show host that she has now. And
All right, so let me ask you this, and I'm not shitting on it because it helps to clarify again our vague
criteria.
If somebody were to say,
We take this list so serious.
like, if somebody were to say, because I'm this is a real question, it's not a point. It's just if somebody were to say, "Where do you know Jennifer Hudson from?"
They say American Idol, probably.
Do you think they'd say American Idol, or do you think they'd say, because there's a lot of people that, like Kelly Clarkson, she was the first winner, but I don't know if we may remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But do you think that was her start, or is that like all she's known for? Was that?
It's all their
Since you've been
start.
gone.
Right? Since you've been
Are we talking Kelly Clarkson? Or are you talking Jennifer Hudson?
I don't
Because
like.
they both won the American Idol.
Yeah, and Kelly has a
Jennifer-
show.
But what they did with their win afterwards, and that's what I thought we were talking about earlier. What you do with it afterwards is what makes you account
See,
as a star.
I was thinking more the most iconic reality stars.
That are just well, then you're saying that just stays in reality then.
Yeah, I meant like
So their reality-
that's all you associate with them. Like when you
Right.
say like Judge Judy is branded.
Tila Tequila.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we've had
Tequila,
thousands of
tequila.
famous flashes
Because
in
of
the
her.
band, but how many of them are iconic? Like the Kardashians.
Cardi
Right.
B.
Okay, then it sounds like the criteria is whoever's a reality TV star and stood a reality TV star but made a big career out of
Like
reality
the most
TV.
iconic, because I think that Kim was going to get a star. By the way, you see they gave Fluffy a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I didn't
That's
see that,
awesome.
no.
Yeah, that's great.
Robin Leach.
Robin Leach, that's a good one.
That's from Martin.
Robin Leach is a good one.
Oh yeah, the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
But does that count as a TV host?
Oh, that's a TV host. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a reality
What
show.
about Johnny Knoxville?
Now, I had
Yeah,
Jackass
maybe.
on here.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
bad at all.
Johnny Knoxville, that might be a good one.
Yeah, like Steve-O, the whole Jackass crew. I mean, because they kind of did their own thing. I mean, Bam had his own television show at one point that was reality.
Who's more famous, though, Johnny Knoxville or Steve-O?
I would say Johnny.
Not who accomplished more later on, but who would be more famous from
Yeah.
that
Infamous.
infamous,
Steve-O.
infamous.
Yeah.
Then I guess Steve-O.
Would you say
Maybe.
Steve-O? Because they're both neck and neck, right?
Yeah.
Well, and then
Yeah.
it's like who put out more projects and more content. I don't even know. I don't know what. I don't know how to.
Because
judge
Johnny
that.
actually had a film career. Steve
Yeah.
just began and ended with Jackass got into comedy,
Mm-hmm.
but he was the guy that everybody remembered, really.
Yeah.
Like
But-
if he goes on if he goes Wild Boys, when he had Wild Boys with the Chris Pontius, that shit was dope.
That was good.
Yeah, so if he goes around the world,
This pen's terrible.
he's no they'll know him. You know what I'm saying? Though he's really recognizable right off the bat. So if he goes to India, he's recognizable.
So
Johnny Knoxville walk
can
around.
we cheat and because we do it all the time?
Yeah.
we'll do Johnny Knoxville / Steve-O. Mm-hmm. And Paulie D is on here.
He's by himself now.
Does Dr. Phil qualify? Yes or no?
No,
I don't think so.
Dr. Phil's off, and he.
Because that's
Yeah,
a
I don't
talk
think
show,
so.
right?
Yeah.
They're a talk show hosts.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So then, does Judge Judy qualify?
I guess
of
now,
course
yeah.
she does. That's
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Now
a,
it does.
yes.
But the difference is these are like Dr. Phil has a show where he brings on average people and then solves their problem. Judge Judy has a show where she brings on people in a court case. So they're both kind of the same thing. Well, yeah, because Dr. Phil doesn't interview them.
What happened? I thought he does. Doesn't he? Doesn't he bring people in and just like try
He
to
interviews them like
He
a
interviews them.
No,
Like
but he's solving he's not like, so what'd you do for a living? It's not like an Oprah Winfrey talk show where you're getting to know the person. It's what's your problem? Why are you fucked up? Everybody's quiet. Nobody's booing.
They're all memeable, so they're all really memorable, and the internet like recycles them.
I mean,
so it's
I
hard
don't
to
care.
say.
I'm not going to die on this Phil.
Well, I think just Dr.
But,
Phil is
I'm just saying, does he
a
qualify?
fun.
Got it. Oh my god.
Does he
Dr.
qualify?
Phil's out.
We can read it out.
I think
Okay,
Dr. Phil's
doesn't
out, yeah.
qualify.
What about Steve Irwin?
With,
Bear Grylls.
Crocodile
No.
Hunter.
Yeah, but see,
Are we live
that's-
or something, or are
that's
they-
not a reality show.
I was gonna say,
That's not a reality show, right?
No. Well, he had a. Well, yeah.
oh, they found out Bear Grylls was a lie. They found that out.
Okay, so he's automatically disqualified.
Who-
Yeah.
What was a lie?
That he wasn't going out into the great wilderness and coming back. He was
Bear Grylls?
What?
Yeah, he was just like kind of going to a backyard and shit and just cameras close.
What?
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
went to 7-Eleven.
he just went to Modesto in the fields back there and he was fucking hanging out.
Yeah.
He had Caesar Milan release animals in the wild.
Yeah.
Lloyd! Crikes!
Crikey.
What's that
In
on
the
the...
wilds.
That hot dog's been sitting there. Oh, wait, I was doing Steve Irwin.
Bear Grylls really got busted for not going out there?
Yeah, it was
Well,
like,
I
and then he
read
started
that
doing.
too,
Then he
right?
started doing celebrities after a while to kind of like bring his career back in.
But I think it was like this is what he would do in that situation, but they could have escaped. He just chose to eat fucking piss, to drink piss.
They were
Yeah.
like the real one was Survivor, man.
Which
That was
actually-
the real.
Which actually moves him up in my book.
It was actually just like lemon or lime Gatorade, you know, like this.
No, he was really drinking piss and
Yeah.
like eating raw stuff. He just didn't
Yeah.
have to.
The thing about it is like he didn't have to moan while he drank it. That was my problem.
Why?
He was like,
Oh fuck yeah!
He liked piss.
So warm.
getting connect from Connecticut, little bitch.
Oh, this piss is so warm.
Melting your mouth.
What about Dan Prescott?
You want to get a hotel room with me? Fucking-
Dak Prescott.
Dak
Prescott.
That's
Yeah.
a football player.
Oh, football player.
Quarterback for the Cowboys?
Oh, sorry, Martin wanted me to tell you that. Just out of curiosity, so I have a list sort of going. Have you been taking a list?
Yeah,
I got him.
Okay, cool.
Him here too.
So we have Kardashians, Gordon Ramsay. Did you guys say yes to Joe Rogan, or was that a joke?
No.
Okay.
Joe.
Okay. Martha Stewart, Pauly D, Caesar Milan, Simon Cowell, Steve-O/Johnny Knoxville, and Judge Judy.
This is a solid list.
Yeah,
That's
it's
actually
bad.
really good.
What
You need
about-
two more?
What
is
about
that?
Margot Montana?
That's 8.
Is she on there?
Yes. Margot Montana, a.k.a. Martha Stewart. She's on there. Number 3.
All right.
Honorable mention
So-
to Petey Boy Jones, who was on The Restaurant, which is a Mark Burnett reality TV show. I was the waiter for 6 episodes the summer of 2003. We did pretty big numbers, so special shout out.
I got 8.
Yeah,
There's 8 right there. Yeah,
That's 8 total so far.
1, 2.
If we allowed Dr. Phil, which we took off.
No,
I got
Dr.
8.
Phil.
I got 8. I'm looking at my list. I crossed them out.
What about
So Omarosa, we said that, but we didn't put her on.
No,
Any
would you
of, like-
make her iconic? I don't even know what. I mean, is she iconic?
She
what
was
about
like
Lauren
the first
Conrad?
villain. Weapon?
From the Hills, obviously.
Oh,
Lauren
shut up.
Conrad, Heidi Montag, Spencer Pratt, any of those
Flashes
guys?
in the pan.
I don't know any of those
Iconic show, but no brand.
Brody Jenner,
You said Vanderpump. Vanderpump.
And we're circling back to the
Lisa
Kardashians.
Vanderpump, yeah, Lisa Vanderpump, right? The Toms.
She-
I would say that.
She's got a. They're rebranding a hotel with the Vanderpumps.
Yeah, over here, yeah.
well, she might actually, she.
But that was her
She
business, right?
obviously-
Before she got into the reality show.
I mean, she was a restaurateur. She had
Yeah.
Sir and a couple restaurants in LA. But the fact that she was on Housewives and then became a popular housewife and then was able to spin off the Vanderpump Rules show, and she about people that worked at a restaurant.
Buddy, that's
And then,
a strong argument for the Vanderpump.
Yeah.
She actually has like a reality show family tree that branches off from her,
Oh,
and,
she's-
and multiple areas of success in
It's
the
like-
Bravo
Like
list.
an FBI fucking
It's like
chart.
no, it's like Belichick's coaching tree.
Yeah.
You know, you see like Tom Landry's coaching tree, the Vanderpump.
Yeah.
It's like
Let's
the-
put her on.
It's like the
I'll put her on.
Genovese's of reality TV shows.
Because what that does is it covers us for Real Housewives and it covers us for Vanderpump Rules
Okay.
in one person. So having
Okay.
Lisa Vanderpump in it, I think she deserves to be on this list.
What about what's his name? To Catch a Predator.
Chris Hansen.
Chris
Fucking-
Hansen.
Carlos
Dang, coming in. with
Like-
a hot-
Hail Mary clutch at 52 minutes in.
Do you know why we're here?
Over here.
Do you know why we're here?
I asked AI what they thought and or what it thought, and you guys were pretty spot on. Kim Kardashian, Lisa Vanderpump, Mike the Situation was actually higher than Pauly D, which I thought was weird.
I thought
Well, you know
They're a
what?
mix.
Hold
They're a
on,
mix.
hold on. Here's what we're gonna do.
Here's what we're gonna do. Okay,
Just like we did with Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O, we can't leave out the situation.
you can't.
Situation.
We'll put Pauly D in the situation, and
Okay,
then
there we
and then we got to
Who else?
throw the Smush girl.
Nicole Pelosi.
What was her? Snooki.
Snooki.
Snooki. The situation is Snooki.
What about Farrah Abraham from Teen Mom?
Oh no.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know.
All right, who else you got?
I want to.
Wait, hold on. Who's on the IA list?
Which
Bethany
impregnated
Frankel.
16-year-old should we shout out from that?
Holy
from
shit!
Teen
How
Mom?
did we forget Bethany Frankel?
You know,
Who's that?
Nancy mentioned it in our little chat here that I told them what we were fighting about. She mentioned that firsthand.
Bethany Frankel's got to make this list.
But
I
I
don't know who
thought
that
Teresa
is.
Giudice
Yeah.
was a good
No,
one.
not over Frankel.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
this?
no,
I don't know who
Bethany,
this is.
She did.
had a
She was the first famous one from the Housewives,
from the
right?
house from
She
New
was
York.
one of-
Oh, I
one
never
of the
seen any of
first-
those.
But then she created
And
Skinny
then-
Girl Margaritas.
She did.
Successfully, yeah. She became like a baroness in the alcohol, food and beverage market.
I thought
And
we
then
said
she's known for making very wise business decisions. I'm sure.
Well,
faced
you know what's
success,
crazy
but-
is, from what I heard,
So-
because she was the first reality star to make money off of it like that. That's like what puts her on the
That
list.
yeah, she definitely should be on the
Wait,
list.
I
on
thought the
that
criteria was for that we were going to do reality TV show stars that started reality TV show and are iconic in reality TV, and they are still doing reality TV as iconically.
No,
and
not
everyone
still.
everyone in this list is doing reality TV and doing it. Well, that's what you kind of said. Now you're saying that they started here, and then right now you're saying, and then they sold liquor and da 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 da.
Well, no, but she was still on the reality show. She was the first reality branded star.
So
Yeah.
now, okay, so okay, well,
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
to the point where she received like some crossover credibility into kind of the mainstream out of the reality world. Because
And then they put her on
know,
Shark Tank too, I believe.
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna go with The Miz.
The Miz.
The Miz. He came from reality. He came from real world, and then he went to.
He's a trifecta.
Yeah, he's an actor, and he's also a WWF champion, WWE champion. The Miz.
The Miz.
But is he? But he's known for his WWE, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
He started up and coming, and then he got into reality television, and then he really
What
blew
show
up.
though?
Ooh, Jamie Chung.
The Miz.
Oh,
He
The
had
Miz.
with
Yeah.
his wife, and then they started doing all their WWE stuff in there too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I know the CT. CT's actually that's another. There's one CT from. Oh, wait, you guys don't watch that shit.
He was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm. That's my guilty pleasure. My guilty pleasure is The Challenge. I still watch that shit today. It's like in season 78.
You know, I think that people want to know what's your favorite reality TV show. Since we're on the subject,
Do you have one? Do you watch one?
Oh, I got one.
What are you watching?
what is it?
The
Pete?
Amazing Race is my
That's the
all-time
fucking
favorite
best.
reality show.
I've never
Shout out
seen
to
it.
Phil. Dude, it is.
Let's
so
do it.
amazing.
Let's do it,
It's-
Petey.
Dude, I would love to do the Amazing Race, man. I would love
Fuck
to do
yeah.
the Amazing Race, bro. You see, people problem solve, and you get to see people like melt down.
Yeah.
Some people you just melt down very quickly, and then you get to see the communication between two people, and actually like accomplish things, and they work well together. It's a great show, dude.
It's awesome.
And dude, and you get to take a trip around the world. So it's
Yeah, I've seen, and then if you win at the stops, they give you prizes and you get extra shit. They're like, you could travel. Oh man, it's a dope ass show. I would love to do it. Let's do it, Petey. Let's go.
Yeah. Mike White did it. You know who Mike White is?
Yeah,
The director, right? He did White Lotus and whatever. He did. I think he does White Lotus. He
does, and he did Survivor.
He did Survivor, and then he did Amazing Race. As
Yeah,
well.
I've seen that. I've seen all the Amazing Races. They're fucking like I got Paramount Plus. I go hard. So you don't watch any game show reality TV shows?
I don't know.
That's a great one though, man.
Okay, so now we're at 11.
We're at 11.
Yeah, Kardashians, Gordon Ramsay, Martha Stewart, Paula D, Situation, Snooki, all in one line.
We can lose Margot Stewart though. Let's lose Margot.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think she was
we should pull her
a
off.
Dr. Phil
Okay.
route, like a Rachel
Okay,
Ray
that's
route,
fair.
where they were on an Oprah. I think spawned a lot of these.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
We
fair.
could blame Oprah.
Okay,
for
now
this.
we're at 10.
Oh, no, but
Boom.
we have to have what's his name? The fucking the dude, the child molester.
Oh, fucking Chris
Chris Hansen?
Hansen.
Yeah, Chris Hansen.
Oh, then we're back at 11.
No, dude, I'm telling you right now, Hanson can't be on this list. Everyone else, if you remove Hanson and you kept what's her name off that list, Martha Stewart, everyone on this list is a legit reality star.
Okay, but let me make the argument for Hansen.
Chris Hansen was a journalist on Dateline.
I know,
for a
but
long time.
but I'm saying, hold on. This motherfucker had a segment to Catch a Predator that everybody was like, holy shit, then it took off. Then it became a show. And now he's still doing it online.
Yeah. Now he's like doing it just for fun. Like he's not even getting paid.
No, but I'm saying this, out of everybody on this list, this guy actually does a service, catching pedos.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could definitely do an honorable mention, but I would.
Let's do an honorable.
I've met Chris Hansen before, and it was pretty cool to see him in person.
Well,
It
he
was
came
pretty cool.
in.
How did you meet him?
Yeah.
How'd you meet him, Pete?
No.
Did you bring over a pizza?
He was at a comedy. He was at the Laugh Factory in Vegas. Gary Cannon knows him.
Oh, really?
So there's. Yeah, relationship.
He does warm up for his show.
Yeah.
Gary would be doing warm up in the kitchen.
Gary.
We got to tag Gary in this.
Oh, back in space.
We're back in space, Pete.
Oh man, I'm back.
Yeah, we're back.
Can you hear me?
We got it. Why don't I
Sorry
give
about
you
that.
the shit you gave me? What
Whatever.
is your internet from? 1999? Remember you used to
I
yell at
got
me?
good internet, dog. I got good internet. I have full connection here.
All right, let's round the list up.
Okay, let's do the list.
Carlos.
We have to do some.
I don't know. I think Carlos came in with the fucking. I think Chris Hansen's a strong pick. All right,
There we go.
so let's
I
go.
say Hanson gets off this list.
All right, so
Honorable mention.
All right, so number one.
Honorable mention.
Are we got to give it to Kardashians?
Kardashians.
All
Without
of them.
question.
The whole clan.
Yep.
All right,
A whole fucking mess. What they did to us.
All right, Kardashians are number one.
Then Vanderpump at number 2, right?
Well, I don't know. Judge Judy, I think, iconic-wise, household name.
But
Lisa Vanderpump is one of those, like, you know when you watch the top 10 like NFL guys and then they throw some dude in that you didn't know, but then you're like, holy shit.
they did all kind of
This
shit.
guy did everything.
Yeah.
Like
This guy was on 7 teams that won the Super Bowl.
like this. I was watching the greatest safeties of all time. There was a guy at number 2 that still leads the NFL in interceptions, and he played in like the 70s. And they had him over Ed Reed.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, because I guess, he redefined the position. Lisa Vanderpump, I think, is a strong argument. I don't know if I could put her over Judge Judy or Gordon Ramsay.
Ooh.
I think Judge Judy should be number 2, only because I think it's so funny to have a list that goes from like Judy to the Kardashians. But not only is she just so iconic, I'm pretty sure her salary was around 50 at her peak, but maybe it carried on, but it was something like around $50 million a year to do what she was doing. And you got to give that old bag some credit, man. That's
you got to look at it this way. So there was this independent syndication model that we did with our gambling show, and that was Judge Judy was like on the forefront of that. And then it's like the same model Dr. Phil, all of them use, where they do these like shoot like 20 in one day, and then they license them out to independent places, and you get to keep a majority of it. So it from what I heard, it was like that model, and you know, so she owned it, but she's self-made. I did that joke. I would vote for her for president.
Yeah,
she's
I
great.
wish Judge Judy would run. All right, we're going number 2.
All right.
Actually,
Kim,
let's
Judy.
out of respect to Judy and let's put her over the Kardashians.
You know what? Good call on like, yeah.
Strong women.
Yeah. I mean, Judge Judy is
you
legit, went to law school, was served in the district court
Educated.
in New York.
Woman excellence.
And then had another career at 70, like I'm going to have.
Yeah, dude.
Had a research, has a resurrection.
All right, number 1, Judge Judy. Number
Judge
2,
Judy.
Kardashians.
Kardashians.
Number 3,
Number 3, this is a tough one. All right, so we got Judge Judy off.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon.
Over Simon Cowell, though.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay.
I know
he
you're
probably
biased.
No, dude, he has like 9 or 10 reality shows that he's done over the years.
Okay, but Simon Cowell created American Idol.
I know, but dude,
Which became,
Gordon Ramsay,
it had 12 seasons, launched like 30 fucking major stars.
But he wouldn't get there without
What about-
all those people.
And he did it in England first.
Okay, I got one real quick.
Carlos.
Hold on. This just came to my brain.
That's a good point, Nikki.
What about Guy
Thank you.
Fieri?
No, I'm giving it to Gordon, dude. Gordon has lasted.
All right, we know.
We gotta have at least one celebrity on there.
He yelled at you. I get it.
He's lasted the test of time, Gordon Ramsay, and like I said, he's mastered reality television. I mean, he's
All right,
he's
but
awesome.
this is going to
I never
decide
missed
it.
Hell's
This is going to decide it. Because I think they're both equally as impactful. I don't want to overstep you here, Carlos. Could you look up what year?
God damn it!
What year?
I told you it's gonna happen.
Simon Cowell started producing, and what year Gordon Ramsay came
You did
out.
call it.
Well, the thing about it, I feel like
No.
Gordon Ramsay just took over Simon Cowell's evil villain, yelling at people, making them cry.
People-
Because I think
No,
Simon was
Gordon-
before Gordon Ramsay's reality show. We'll find out. If Gordon
I know-
if it's all right, how about this? If-
American Idol came out in 2003, 2002.
but it was over. It was in England already.
It was in England already.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
wow.
wait. Let's wait for the result
buddy.
because it's so.
I mean-
compelling.
Hold on.
People
we-
watch Hell's Kitchen for Gordon Ramsay. No one is watching those. Whatever Simon. I don't even know what show
dude.
Simon Cowell is on.
Listen.
Gordon Ramsay is a bigger reality star than Simon Cowell.
No,
dude.
he's
That's
not.
crazy.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
That's
he's
crazy,
Not. He's
bro.
nowhere near. What's the thing?
So, America's Got Talent came out in 2006,
Right.
June.
Yeah, but it was.
That's not America's Got
Idol.
Talent. It's American Idol.
He was on
Oh,
American
okay.
Idol.
Okay.
Fuck, Nikki,
God
come
damn
on,
it.
man.
My
You know
bad.
What do you
That's
think we
like
pay you all this
2006.
money for?
Let's wait more for fucking Google searches.
American Idol was 2002.
Right,
Okay.
but he had it in the UK. It was another one of the UK shows that came over.
Bro, producer, of course, dude. You're right. You know what, man? Let me rethink this. You're right.
Oh God.
Let's give it to Simon Cowell, the guy who was producing talent shows. He's a bigger star. You're right.
Yeah, but that show was a phenomenon, man. It's bigger than Hell's Kitchen.
Bro, Gordon Ramsay is a reality star.
Yeah,
he's got a point there.
I don't know. I mean, it's a great argument.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Simon Cowell is
listen.
a reality show.
He's more than a judge.
Like, hey, I know what you're saying. He does a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
He is the reason why there's an asshole on every show. He created that. But we'll give it to you because you fucking love Gordon Ramsay. We'll go Gordon Ramsay.
Wait. If we were to take a vote,
he's the reason Ernst exists. Okay.
I mean, Pete exists. No. Should we vote on it?
No, I think that Simon Cowell should be above Gordon Ramsay.
Okay, what do you think, Nikki?
I think Gordon Ramsay over Simon Cowell.
Okay. All right, so
it's tied. We're deadlocked.
Me and Carlos are on the same page. I'm on the fence either way.
We'll give it to the boys. We'll give it to the boys.
We'll give it to the boys. Simon Cowell's going up. He's going up.
Well, but Gordon Ramsay means a lot to Pete.
I don't understand how you would not think that Gordon Ramsay was a bigger reality star.
Because he's not. He's not. Gordon Ramsay didn't. He's just not. Simon Cowell is the epitome. He's the face.
He's on the list, man. I mean, I'm not. I don't have shit on the list. I got everything. I've vetoed. Everything is nothing. Nothing of mine.
You know why? Because
even
I'm sorry. I'm still defending your fucking.
Fucking good. Chris Hansen. You know why you're here?
I think Chris Hansen's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got Kardashians, Judge Judy, Simon Cowell, Gordon Ramsay. Number 5.
Pauly and the Jersey Shore kids.
They're bottom 5.
Oh shit.
Bethany Frankel.
Yeah.
Oh, Cesar Millan.
Cesar Millan.
You think Cesar Millan over?
In this situation are like at number 10. I think they're like they're near the back.
Yeah, and Johnny Knoxville. All right, here's my thoughts on it. Cesar Millan, I don't think we could put him over Bethany Frankel. We got to do Bethany Frankel 5.
I
agree.
Yeah.
It's unanimous.
Caesar.
And then we got Caesar at 6.
Yeah.
Bethany Frisnax.
And then Jackass.
I agree.
Do you think that over Lisa Vanderpump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, she's impactful, but
dude, you're putting Jackass over Vanderpump?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as notoriety and famous, who do you think's more famous?
4
notoriety,
movies.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Johnny and that show had 2 major movies, 3.
Jackass, Jackass was like the Wu-Tang Clan of the reality.
Yeah, it spawned Bam
really
and Family and
all the things separately, but when they would come back together, it was like, oh, they're all doing it together.
And I think demographically, you're right though too.
I shit on my friend Atomic Lee. I kicked him in the nuts biologically.
I fart atomically. Dude,
just fat people. All right.
So then what? And then Vanderpump after that, and then what?
I got Knoxville. All right. So we have.
So
we're at the bottom 3.
Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville, then Lisa Vanderpump, then Pauly D, or The Miz.
Is The Miz
no,
on it?
Miz,
we took The Miz off. We took The Miz off.
What'd you replace it with?
Listen. All we've got right now, we got Pauly D. We got we took Cesar Millan.
Already on there.
Gordon's on there. Who are we missing?
So right now I have one is Judge Judy. Then
I was gonna say Caesar. What's his name? Fuck, Stephen Hong. She bang.
Oh no,
just fucking around.
I'm sorry. I'm pulling.
Is it Will Hung? No,
William Hung.
William Hung. That's right.
Hung. And then Susan Boyle. Remember the lady?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They thought she was like a fucking hag, and then she had a beautiful voice. Everyone was like, "Oh,
I'm doing it." I'm doing a gangster
Yeah.
move right now. I'm doing a gangster move. I'm back in my goatee-less friend. Chris Hansen's going on at number 8.
Chris Hansen at
Fuck
number 8.
everyone.
Oh my God.
And he's here.
You said you want to touch me in places.
Chris Hansen's got to go on this list.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
That's
There it is.
crazy.
That is a curveball if I ever
Cool.
saw
Yeah,
one.
that's a
For
big one.
real.
And then
So
number
who are you taking off the list to make that happen?
no
No,
one
no
because
one.
we don't have 10.
We don't have 10. There's 10 right there.
We
And
got
then-
voted off. No, we got Lisa Vanderpump is left.
and
you
Jersey
got-
and Jersey.
Jersey
put-
Shore.
We got Vanderpump at. All right,
8
we're
or
gonna do
9.
this. We're gonna do this. We're putting Vanderpump at 8
Okay.
Hanson at
because
9.
that's a strong. Hanson comes in at 9,
There you go.
And then we
That
got the
sounds right.
jerseys.
That sounds better.
and then we got the Situation, Snooks, and our boy Pauly D at number 10.
Holla.
There we go.
All right, let me get the list. You ready?
Ready.
Yeah. What is
Coming
the
in
list?
at the top 10.
The top 10 reality stars of all time. Brett, take it away.
At number 10, we got Pauly D, The Situation, Snooks. At number 9, coming in right now. What? He's in the kitchen. Chris Hansen. Number 8, you seen her in Vegas. She has a hotel they're building, and she has her own restaurant. Lisa Vanderpump. Coming in at 7, he just fell off the roof and kicked his friends in the nuts. Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O, members of the Wu-Tang Clan of reality show Jackass. At number 6, my dog, Caesar Milan. Number 5, hey, we all lost a little weight. Maybe it's because of the skinny girl margaritas that Bethany Frankel invented. At number 4, God damn it, I love you, Pete. I love you to death for putting me on this list. The guy that means everything to PDG, Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
Number 3,
Donkey.
Brett, your career sucks. You're not going to be famous until you're 85. Simon Cowell's on the list. At number 2, the girl that became famous because she went on a date with Nick Lachey and called the paparazzi, the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian. And number 1, the most gangster, the best, the resurgence of her career later on in life, like we're going to have, or I'm going to have. She should have ran for president. I would have voted for her. Judge Judy, 2028. And that's our list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what a
Love
great
you, Judge
debate.
Judy.
And we're an hour and
Yeah.
11 minutes in over some serious fucking issues.
Over some fucking real world problems here.
And poor Carlos, he laid the hammer down, told Nikki not to research. Next thing you know, he got vetoed. But then his boy came in last minute. And God damn it, Chris Hansen
Chris Hansen for the win.
for the win. Anyways, guys, so that concludes this list. Make sure you add, you subscribe. Guys, we need you to share so we can get these numbers up. Comment on who you think should be on it. We'll get to it 8 weeks later.
I feel like we missed some big. I could tell.
Oh, we missed some
I
big
can
ones.
feel that we missed some major ones.
We missed some major
But that's great because we can get
Yeah,
people's
yeah.
commenting, yelling in the fucking comments too for that. So for April, so this is gonna be April 1st, the first week of April. This one's coming out.
Okay,
So we're
cool.
looking at April 3rd.
Cool.
So if you have anything coming up, I know that I'll be at the Stratosphere at the LA Comedy Club from the 21st all the way to the 27th.
I think I'm at the Brea Improv, but just go to Brett Comedy, BRETcomedy.com. I got a whole bunch of dates coming up. And Petey, what are you gonna still
Timeline.
are you gonna be able to be walking by then?
I'm gonna just continue to learn how to walk again. So yeah, just baby steps, one at a time, dude. So yeah, I'll be, dude. I graduated. I'm really in a walking boot at this point. So I have to walk on the walking boot for a couple weeks, and then hopefully learn how to walk without it. So we'll
Well,
see.
that's great, Petey. We've all
Yeah.
been wishing you well. All right. Well, listen, that's our show. We're gonna shoot another one, and
Oh, one shout out for you, Brett.
all right.
Uncle Rusty says hello.
Uncle Rusty. Okay. Uncle
There you go.
Rusty says hello from.
Your fam.
Yeah. Well, no, that's
You're on
from,
the list, fam.
No. Would you stop talking, Nikki? You're a new addition here. This is a callback.
I'm learning.
This is a callback. That's got to be from Frigiano, and he's referencing the Steven Seagal movie.
Oh fuck it! He's like,
Remember, Rusty, come here, you son of a bitch. Who's his uncle? Anyways, guys, make sure you call your moms and God bless.
Oh, your mom.